Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming here tonight and supporting the Crisis Call Center. And of course, my daughter, Jenna, she's going to come up here and tell you guys a few things about the Crisis Call Center. Thank you again, and then we'll get the show started. Jenna, take it over. Give her a hand.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Jenna Holdridge, and I'm Reno's Outstanding Teen. To be Reno's Outstanding Teen in the beginning, you have to choose a platform, which is just something that you're going to work with for your entire year. So I chose suicide prevention and awareness, and that is because I've had a very personal experience with suicide in my family. The Crisis Call Center deals with a lot of reverse 911 calls, 211 calls for our area, and they also deal with suicide calls. And this is my story.
Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Jenna.
This is my brother-in-law and my best friend. His name is Patrick Foley, and he committed suicide when I was in 4th grade. He was the kind of person that would give everything and never expect anything back, and you would never think that he was depressed in any way. With my platform, I have created a love campaign, which stands for Let Our Voices Encourage. The symbol is a heart, and you can pass your love from one person to another. With letting our voices encourage, we can all save a life. And with the Crisis Call Center and your donations, it can help save even more people. So now to lighten the mood a little bit, because that was pretty serious. I have a couple jokes to start the comedy off, if you want to hear them. So, what's a frog's favorite drink? Coca-Cola. Did you hear about the fire at the circus? It was intense. Okay, so it's obvious that I'm not a comedian, but I will hand you back to my father, and we'll get the show started. Thank you.
She's funnier than I am. All right. Local entertainer as seen at colleges and penitentiaries across the West Coast, Mr. ELGIN ALWAY. Give him a hand.
What's going on, Reno? How are you guys doing tonight? Make some noise. Could you make some noise? Yeah. I'm liking this crowd, man. Hey, I just want you to know right now, right off the bat, I make no apology tonight. My goal is that we all have a good time. Hell yeah. I want you right up front to have a good time. You in the back, us all have an amazing time. I want you to have such a good time that a few weeks from now, you're hanging out with your friends, you're high-fiving each other, pushing each other in bushes, I don't know, whatever you do. And you're like, hey, dude, remember that time we went out to the studio on 4th and had an amazing time of unbelievable entertainment and nonstop laughs? Yeah. Well, guess what, my friends? That night for which you will speak of, that night was last night. It was a great show. I'm sorry you missed it. I love being here in Reno. I love being a comedian. I get to travel. I get to see great people. I just got back. I did a West Coast tour, hit some great cities. Got to hit one of my favorite cities. I got to go to San Francisco, man. Love it. You can make a noise if you like me from San Francisco. Go for it, man. I love that city. And every time I'm there, I play this game, and I know all of us in this room play this game, right? When you're in San Francisco, you know what I'm talking about? You're walking down the street, you and your buddy, and you see some dude like 2-3 blocks away, right? And you play that game. You play gay or European. Well, you got to guess, right? He's got like an ascot and capris on, you know? Like, all right, you guess, I guess. You guess, I guess. All right. Shh, here he comes. Shh, here he comes. We got to listen. We got to listen. I don't even know why we're down here to listen. You guys are sitting and listening. It works. Shh, I hear his accent. Oh, he's French. We both win. Or for some older folks, I do sometimes, older crowds, I have a tag for that, all right, in case you didn't get that one. Another game to play in San Francisco, great game to play, called Find Tony Bennett's Lost Heart. That's a Rat Pack joke just for the one person that got it. That was just marketed right for you. Yeah. God, I love pickles. You know, some hardcore material when we start out with pickles. Oh, it's edgy. I love like sweet pickles or kosher pickles. Unbelievably underrated deliciousness. Anybody, just off the cuff, you know, does anybody here know what like constitutes a kosher pickle become kosher? Like what makes it kosher? Blessed by Rabbi. I read it on Wikipedia, so it's probably true. They cut the tip off. You guys enjoy this, but later on, you'll be at home and you'll have like, you know, open a pickle jar. Oy vey! Oh, man. I also love olives. I love black olives. Oh, I love those. I can eat a whole can of black olives, stick them all on my fingertips. Happy Thanksgiving to me. That's probably why we call them olives. Because if you say olive just right, it almost sounds like you're saying olive. See how similar those sounded? They just almost sounded alike. Yeah. It's I love, not I hates, I loves. I love olives. Yeah. In fact, actually, one time, this situation happened with some olives, but I'm not sure if I should tell you the story or not, because like it was cutesy at first, but it's going to go downhill from here. And I'm only going to do it if like one of you guys want me to. Yeah, okay. Thank you, that one guy. I appreciate that. Because here's the thing, if it turns out to be a bad joke, we're blaming you. And I know I can't do that. I can't like tell you a little bit about something and like take it away. I know how the human mind works, all right? It can't be like a movie trailer for a movie that doesn't exist. You know, I can't be like, in a world full of delicious olives, coming never. Like, I can't do that to you, dude. But one time, I dropped a toozy. I went to Pootie's, right? I want to cutesy this up. It's a family show. And I looked, and shut up, everybody looks, all right? I don't know why we look. It's like a human thing. We just do. It's like our own personal Titanic. I'll never let go. But I looked, and I noticed on my ship's maiden voyage, bit of a stowaway. And I thought for a second, not even like a full second, like a piece of a second, like an iota of a thought. I just looked down, I went, ooh, olive. Man, I could eat the crap out of an olive, but I almost reversed it. I call that joke, olives are delicious, but chew your food. Another colon, because your stomach don't have teeth. Another colon, for essentially a poop joke, are there too many colons here? I'm a big fan of Superman. And I realized recently that I've been a fan my entire life, and I noticed because my mom, she does this thing every mom does. She's got a scrapbook of pictures of me growing up my whole life, and she found this picture of me, and I got a Superman t-shirt on, but that not all. I also have a He-Man shield and a He-Man sword. So just imagine that awesome combination of superhero toughness juxtaposed by the diaper. She was so excited. She was like, Elgin, this is cute. You should put this on your Facebook. No. No. This picture was taken like, what, 2 years ago? You don't put old pictures on Facebook. Pfft. Oh, man. I should tell you this a little about myself. There's a young lady in my life, and I appreciate her. She does this thing. Ladies, listen up. This is what us guys like. She listens. Just listens. And I appreciate just somebody who I could just tell my stuff to, and they listen. I mean, she's my therapist, but, you know, whatever. You know, as my therapist, she's kind of weird because she thinks that I read too much into situations. I think that she wants me. I'll have a good time. Hey, you guys, real quick, I'm going to do a Mark Rubio impression. That was for the 4 people who know who Mark Rubio is. Woo, drinking water. Marco Rubio? Did I just say Mark Rubio? Oh, you guys were thinking, we were thinking different Rubios. I was thinking the political guy. You were thinking the guy you're trying to find in a pool. Marco Rubio. There's water here. I know, it's delish. Marco Rubio. I want to do, and you know what, because you guys were political, I'll do this one. I don't often do this one, but I'll do it just for you because you're political. This could go bad, but let's find out. The following is a classic joke as told by a hardcore Obama supporter. Knock, knock. The deficit. Hey, man, that is Bush's fault, and you are racist if you think anything else. Oh, thanks. Well, appreciate that. I want to do something special for you guys. I want to do a song. Is that cool with you guys? Yeah, thanks. You guys are a cool crowd. Hey, real quick, give it up for yourselves. So just being a real cool, chill crowd. Yeah. Not like those Europeans in San Francisco. This song is about the greatest love in my life, and hopefully yours. And maybe it's not, but who knows? Maybe by the end of the song it will be. So here we go. The other night I got an email from Heather. I never knew it would change my life forever. Just a click and a bit of information. Before I knew it, I had a new fixation. Yes, it's Facebook, Facebook. Facebook, Facebook. Come take a look at my Facebook, oh, my Facebook. Some say that I am wrong. I'm just trying to get more friends than MySpace Tom. I'm just getting my Facebook on. Hey, look, I just added your mom to my Facebook, Facebook. Facebook, Facebook. No one likes Friendster anywhere. No, it's Facebook. I met my wife on Facebook. She just doesn't know it yet. 'Cause I am waiting here for her to approve my friend request. Anytime, just click this little picture of me and her friends, and you'll find me, and we'll be friends on Facebook, Facebook. Facebook, Facebook. How come my space got so creepy? It's nothing like Facebook. So the other day I went to my girlfriend's Facebook page. Okay, my ex-girlfriend, but whatever, we're getting back together. Shut up. Then I noticed Facebook said that she's in a relationship, so I clicked on the link, and he's not even a good-looking guy or anything. I mean, what's up with that? I don't understand this. I used to go to your Facebook page all the time, and then when we were together, and it was great. It was like the best 4 months of my life. It's only been 2 years. How could you just move on so quickly? I don't understand it. You used to come to my Facebook page all the time, and you'd leave little messages and stuff, and it was great. And everybody knew that we were together, and we were happy. It was great because they could tell they were too. Facebook, Facebook. Facebook, Facebook. Come take a look at my Facebook, oh, my Facebook. My Facebook. .com/comedian ELGIN ALWAY. Oh, cool, man. That's what I want, man. I want you guys to have a good time. At least the front row, because they're clapping. Rest of you in the dark. I can't even see. You're like a ninja audience. Oh, man. Hey, I'm in college. I got the roommate situation. Anybody here have a roommate? Or you had a roommate? You've heard of the word roommate? Okay. Relatable material. I'll tell you the story went down with me and my roommate. I did a load of laundry. Took some dirty clothes, threw it in the washer. I left. I come back, and my roommate, who was pretty much the laziest dude I know, was so proud of himself. He's like, yo, man, what's up, man? I helped you out, bro. Yeah, I took all your clothes after they were washed. I threw them in the dryer for you, man. So you're welcome. Dude, I'm very impressed. Thank you. Like, you set down the bong and everything. That is an accomplishment for you. By the way, if anybody's here and they do that thing where they put the dryer sheet over when they exhale their weed, it doesn't work, okay? It smells like Cheech and Chong did the laundry. Stop it. But I was like, hey, I appreciate you helping. Did you by chance take out my favorite merino wool Argyle sweater before you threw it in the dryer? And he said, and I quote, what? So this is kind of how I feel about the situation and the outcome from his help. I feel sorry for these dudes sitting up front. Yo, guess what, man? I got front row seats. Starting to regret that right now, ain't you? Yeah, mish. Hey, Superman. Hey, guys, let me tell you this. You got some, you got some coughs, apparently. You got some great comics up tonight. Some great dudes. You got Adam HOLWERDA. Give it up for Adam HOLWERDA. Yeah? We bring you not one, but two Adams. You got Adam Stone, man. Anybody here see Adam Stone? Yeah. And then my boy John Agar. Make some noise for John Agar. Tonight will be a great night of great laughs. And I read this as probably true, that more you laugh, like more your immune system kicks in. Better you feel, your self-esteem goes up, you breathe better. So you're welcome. You guys, my name is ELGIN ALWAY. Thank you very much for coming out. God bless. You guys have a great night.
All right, one more time for Elgin. That was an excellent, excellent set. All right, our next guy. And I had them write their own intros. So it's already funny. Lives alone, has 2 cats, looking for someone to love 2 cats. Adam HOLWERDA. Adam.
Hello, everyone. I probably won't be stripping for you tonight, but I might if you buy me a drink. So a little bit about myself. I think I'm about 5% gay, or whatever percentage of my body my right hand takes up. Another thing, I finally saw that movie, 127 Hours. Have you guys seen that movie? And if you haven't, it's about, if you don't know what the title's referring to, it's about the 5 days that this guy is like trapped in Utah with nothing but a video camera and his struggle to get 2 usable hours of acting out of James Franco. It's kind of weird. It's stopped raining. It's been kind of wet. Did you guys notice? I think the Weather Channel is weird because you can sit and watch the Weather Channel for an hour, and at the end of it, they'll say something like, okay, now you know, but really all you know is there's maybe a chance that something might happen. Dress accordingly. That's what it is. So I do live alone. I have 2 cats. It wasn't my choice to have 2 cats. They were sort of thrust upon me. It was like a coworker forgot to put up a Craigslist ad quickly enough, and then I was the one everyone at work decided to peer pressure, because everyone knows this guy lives alone. And they were like, They were like, you'll love these cats. You'll turn into a cat person. You'll post pictures of your cats on Facebook. And for the record, like if I ever do that, that is a cry for help. Please remember that. Please remember that. Okay, I'm originally from Michigan. Anyone else from the northern Midwest? I'm in good company. Okay. I'd say I'm from Nevada now, because if you say I'm from Michigan all the time in Nevada, people are just like, cool. But if you're from Nevada, people think you're cool. That's not true. Yeah. I'll tell you guys, since we all seem to know each other, I'm in sort of a bad place in my life right now. Carson City. I don't know if you've ever been there. Could be worse, could be Reno. But not that Reno's a bad place, you just read some weird things here. Like, I read a Reno newspaper article that said, man walks away from Reno prison. Like he was a prisoner that left. Like he didn't escape, he didn't break out, he just walked away. What is the point of a prison? That's not a prison, that's a fight with my ex-girlfriend. And I just wonder, like, what was the guy in the tower doing? Like, was he just looking out the window, being like, I know what to do if he's running. I know what to do if he's running, but I wasn't trained for this situation. I don't know what you do, but maybe you call down to the gate guy and make sure the gate isn't open. Just could be an option. And if you're like me, if you're like, Adam, you know, what did this guy do, or should I be afraid? The answer is yes, because he was convicted 3 times for driving under the influence, and I just can't sleep at night knowing that out there somewhere there's an unluckier version of me. Thank you. So being from Michigan, I grew up believing that a Detroit was a magical type of tiger that turned into a lion around August and made my dad drink. I also thought that the state bird was a tire with wings on it. Red wings. So that's cool. And my parents, when I was in college, my junior year of college, right before spring break, moved to Alabama. So I didn't have a home to go to for spring break. So I just slept in that guy's backyard for a week, which was weird for him. But my parents moved to Alabama, which I was like, why? Like, we were all together when we saw Forrest Gump. Like, I thought we were on the same page. And I don't like to pick on people in the South because they get it enough, because they deserve it. But you just see some weird things in the South. Like, I was in the South, and I was jogging, and you know those pants that you see that say, like, juicy or pink on the butt? It's like a butt bumper sticker. I saw a pair of these pants that said, barefoot, pregnant, and proud. And then I passed the guy. This is the weirdest thing. After that, I went to a Subway and I ordered a meatball sub. And I hadn't really ordered meatball subs before that, but I went there. I said, I want a meatball sub. And the guy said, do you want to taste it? And I said, well, actually, I was hoping to eat it, but if you need me to lick it first, I can get that started for you. So he said it again, do you want to taste it? How is that any different from the first time you asked me? And then he points at a machine and goes, no, in the taster. And I said, yes, I would love my meatball sandwich toasted. Didn't know cold was an option. Very weird. Well, that's weird. And since my parents live in Alabama, I fly like twice a year to go see them, and every time I fly, the only connecting flight is in the Dallas-Fort Worth airport in Texas. And the last time I went, it was a 5-day trip, and I realized later that the only 2 times that I had pooped were at the Dallas-Fort Worth airport, and I was trying to figure out, like, why did I do that? But I've decided it's just this like intense need inside of me to improve Texas every time I'm there. Fertilizer, guys. So, I just think, I don't know, is anyone here from Texas? Dang it. I just think, like, you're very unlucky to be from Texas, and people don't realize this, but, like, you're so unlucky. You have about 1/3% of a chance of being from Texas, which is about the same percentage chance you have of getting a disease like elephantitis. And I don't know anyone with elephantitis going around bragging that they have elephantitis. I don't know anyone who's like, don't mess with elephantitis. I mean, you shouldn't, and they do say that. But I just don't know anybody who goes around being like, hey, everything's bigger with elephantitis. I do know a few people who say that, actually. That one is true. Weird. If you have a baby on board sticker on your car, don't drive in a way that makes me want to hit you. Like a situation that happened to me, I was on the highway and this person drove up in front of me, pulled into my lane, and then slowed down to take a turn at 0.5 miles an hour. Like, I get that there's a baby in the car, but does it have to be driving? The other weird thing about it was the license plate read ONLYHMN, only human, which is like asking the driver behind you to be okay with the fact that this is the only information that they have. This person is great at making excuses. I'm glad. Just run right into them. So, I get carded a lot because I look like I'm 15. Have you noticed? I get carded a lot, and the weirdest time I ever got carded was at Walmart, where I went up to the cashier with my drinks, and she asked me for my ID, and I gave it to her, and she looked at it, and she looked at me, and then said, I'm going to have to call my manager. And I said, why? And she said, you look older in the picture than you do now. And I said, well, can I tell you what my manager would tell you, or your manager would tell you, which is that my wallet is not a time machine. That would be a cool wallet, though. I would buy that wallet. Just go forward in time to give myself. Anyway, it's kind of weird. I realized recently that I can stop referring to my girlfriend as my internet girlfriend, because like for a long time we were just friends on the internet. Like we chatted a lot, and like it was 1.5 years before anything happened. But then when she was old enough for it not to be creepy anymore, we started dating, and this summer actually she's going to come live with me, so I won't be alone for the summer. But part of me is kind of nervous because we'll be like spending every minute together, and you know, I just know that I'm going to wake up one day and she'll be laying there, and I'll turn on the TV and realize that her parents finally reported her missing. It's kind of weird. I think I'll end on that one. So let me bring up your host again, John Oliver. Hello.
Thanks, Adam.
You're welcome.
Okay, now I got a couple of old pros for you. All right, let's get to Adam Stone. Had his own show at the Silver Legacy for 1 year. Had his own show at Terrible's Casino for 2 years. He has a blog called howtobefunnyperson.com. From Hawaii, and that's important, my old friend, Adam Stone.
Oh my God, keep it going. For me. For me. Where's the midget? Where's the small person? Oh God, this is a cabaret, folks. Welcome to the cabaret. Look at this. This is a cabaret, oh chum. It's a cabaret. Photo op, photo op. Delete, edit. Hey guys, thanks for coming out and supporting live comedy. I appreciate it. This is my dream, guys. Well, not tonight, but usually. Wow. Look around, it's a good-looking group of people. Good-looking crowd. Of course, the young girls with their crowns. You always look good with a crown, don't you? You be a construction worker, got my crown. Good-looking crowd. This couple here, this couple, not this guy, but the rest of you, pretty tight-lipped folks, but it's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Adam Stone. If you do enjoy my show, please remember my name. It's Adam Stone. Adam Stone. Not the funny Hawaiian guy. That funny Hawaiian guy. I think he might be Asian as well. Look at the eyes. It's kind of almond. I don't know. Very proud of my name because it's a white name, Adam Stone. That name has gotten me job interviews over the phone. This voice, that name, I'm golden. I'm in. But when I show up for the job interview, they see this. Sorry, it's already been filled. So I like to mess with them on the applications, right? Under race, all the way at the bottom, I'll just pencil in all of the above. Just to mess with them. A little bit about myself, folks. I am broke. Ladies. I'm broke. Now it takes me 2 weeks to save up for the dollar menu. Used to take me 1 week. 2 weeks now. Hot dogs are a delicacy. Inside of a cup of noodles. A delicacy, folks. Public transportation for me is this. Disposable chopsticks are not. And they double as candles. Hey, baby, how about after you're done with that cup of noodles, we'll put that on this mini cupcake. Light it up. Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday. You notice in this bit, I still have a girlfriend. Priorities, people, priorities. That's all I'm saying. We're all getting older. Even the youngins there, they're getting older. Everybody getting older. Can't wait till I get really old. Because senior citizens, they have phrases that are just theirs. Don't they? Don't they? I get off my lawn, you darn kids. Old people. Right? Where's my teeth? It's their own. And I love that when you get old and you get deaf, you don't have to pretend you're into a conversation. You don't have to make excuses to leave. You know, what? I can't hear you. The batteries, just speak up, Sonny, speak up. I think I'll just do that now. People are like, this guy's a freak. We have to get out of here. Dying is an interesting thing. I don't know why I went from there. You see how I did that? Okay. Being broke, old, dying. Okay. When I die, and let me tell you guys this, when I die, I want it to be a dramatic experience. Has to be dramatic. Otherwise, nobody misses you. Right? When somebody has an easy death, you don't miss them. It's like, how did he die? Oh, in his sleep. Oh, in his sleep. So nice. He's sleeping, just sleeping. Then more sleeping, and more sleeping. Just sleeping. And depending on how you die, we have different words for how you did it, how it happened, right? How did he die? He passed away in his sleep. He was sleeping, then it passed away. Sleeping, passed away. You can't say passed away. Well, George slammed his glider into the jagged cliff, and he passed away. No, George was destroyed. The motorcycle caught on flames, exploded, and he was destroyed. I love being a comic because we can get away with a lot of stuff up here. And I'm so grateful that they have a 6-inch stage here so you guys can see me. Is the mic up? Because this room is like 20 feet deep. I don't know if you guys can hear me there in the back. Well, you are dark, Adam. This is helping, actually. The lights are helping. Lights make me nervous, guys, because the last time I had a bright light in my face and I couldn't see the people right in front of me. I was in the middle of 4 other guys, and my name was suspect number 3. And the guy next to me was going. It's okay, I'm on probation now. It's cool. It's all good. I had another show down south, so I drove in today, stopped into Fallon for some gas. You know Fallon, the Naval Air Station with the long beach. Long Beach. Stopped in to get some gas, get out of the car to pump the gas. The attendant sees me and he goes, "Where you from?" I said, "I'm from Hawaii." He goes, "How do you like being in the United States?" I said, "I love it. It's as if I've been in the United States my entire life." He goes, "Your English is good." I said, "Thank you. Yours is not. Not so much." I like my name, Adam Stone. Solid, strong, cool. Adam Stone. Sounds like a private eye, huh? That's what people say. You have a private eye name. Coming this summer, Adam Stone. Photo app. Dang, 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 dang. But my middle name is Hawaiian. It's Mahealani. Mahealani. That's a girl's name. For real. It means full moon. I asked my mom, I go, "Mom, seriously, girl's name, full moon, what's going on?" She goes, "When you're a baby, when you're a tiny little baby, you had a round head and a wide face. You reminded me of the surface of the moon." Mahealani. My brother's name is Nali'i. Ali'i in Hawaiian means royalty or royal one, okay? And in front of Ali'i makes it Nali'i, makes it the royal one. My brother's the royal one and I'm Moonface. Guess who they like better? So my name, my full name is Strong, Wimpy Strong, right? But at least Adam Stone is private eye name. Coming this summer, Daniel Craig and Adam Stone in Skyfall over the face of the moon. Could happen. I want to be in a movie with The Rock. It'll be The Rock and Stone. No, you handle this. I'll watch over here. Just pick up the car and throw it. You've done it before. I am Hawaiian, although I actually moved to the States to become Mexican, apparently. It's the Mexicans that make the mistake, though. It is. That was surprising to me, guys. Because I was under the impression that every race could pick out their own race in a crowd. Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment? Right? That's a fair assessment. I'm not being racist. For example, like black people. Black people can pick out other black people in a crowd. We can't do that. Some of y'all think you're black at this point, I think. But Mexican folks will come right up to me. They're like, "Hola, vato. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo está?" And I'm like, "Aloha." I don't know what they said. But I get it a lot, that mistaken identity. Guys, I get it so much, I had to learn at least one phrase to communicate with them because I don't want to be rude, right? So I learned the obvious phrase. You guys know what it is. Say it with me, okay? It's, "No habla español." Right? But when I say that, they look at me like, I'm an illiterate Mexican. "Dang, vato, learn your language. Orale." I've been to Sparks. I know this happens. I know. I think that's supposed to be an intimidating move, I think. I'm not sure, though. Because in all my years seeing this move, I've never seen anybody respond like this. I even tried it on my daughter one day. Came off the road, said, "Baby, clean up this room right now. Clean up this room." She's like, "Oh my God, what the hell?" this. Look at this guy. You married this guy? You married? Not threatening. But guys, I'm a walking United Nations. Walking United Nations. When I spent 2 years in Florida, I was Cuban. I had to learn how to play the congas and everything. I go to Los Angeles, California, and I'm Persian. Persian. Isn't that a rug? Hey, I know I'm skinny. I didn't know I was flat, too. You hear what I'm saying? Or a cat. Like, then I found out that if I'm in a restroom of a hotel or a casino here in Reno, then I'm Filipino. You know this. Come on, locals. You know this. I'm in there washing up. Hey, man, get your own toilet paper. I shouldn't complain. It tips well. Tips well. That's a pretty good job, though. You know, you give somebody a paper towel, they give you $1. That's a good gig. Walk in United Nations, man. People mistake me for being Samoan. You believe that? You know what Samoans are? Yeah. Do we have Samoans in Reno? Oh, just one, probably, right? Just one in Reno, one in Sparks. The quota's filled. Let's move on. Mistake me for being Samoan. You guys know that you're Hawaiian up to 300 pounds, then you're Samoan, right? I was recently in New York City, guys. In New York City, they thought I was Puerto Rican. Could you imagine that they think I'm Puerto Rican? They're crazy, those people. They thought I was Puerto Rican. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. But when I went to Chinatown, okay, down in the Bay, right? In Chinatown, they thought I was Asian, but not their kind of Asian. What the hell kind of? In Chinatown, they thought I was Japanese. So I went to Japantown. In Japantown, they thought I was Korean. And when I'm in drag, they think I'm Margaret Cho. It's not right. I like Samoan people, though. They're very gentle. Gentle giants. Thank God. When I was younger, I had a Samoan girlfriend. Actually, I think I was the girlfriend. She would walk me home. I'd be like, oh, there. Thank you. It was scary. But like being in your lovely town, the biggest little city in the world. I don't know what that means, but it looks nice in lights, doesn't it? First time I came here, I was looking for my dollar. I thought that was a riddle. I thought, okay, it's a riddle. If I guess the riddle, and I'm right, I win money. Sort of like Keno, I thought, you know? Because the biggest little city in the world, nobody knows what that means. That's like me saying, hey, folks, hang out with me after the show, because I'm the richest, poorest person in here. I may or may not pay for everything. Let's do this. But I do travel. I get around. Recently, I was in Sparks, Nevada. You've heard of it, I guess. Yeah. My agent and I are going to have words. But anyway, so I'm in Sparks, Nevada. Thank God for that marina, huh? 97 was a bad year until the marina occurred, evidently. Driving through Sparks, I see their fire department. I look in, and on the front of the fire trucks, it said, Sparks. And I thought, that's not helpful. Haven't these people been through enough? They're on the street. Their house is going up in flames. They're like, oh, my God, my house, we need help. It's burning. They hear the truck. They look back. They see sparks. We have that. We have that. We need Cold Springs. Get Cold Springs. What happens after this? What happens? Is this turned into a dance club or something? You know, ladies, my eyes. Seriously. Family show my butt. Come on now. You guys do that? Yeah. Looking at you folks, you look like you're more the. Howdy, man. Do-si-do, around you go. Let's do this. I appreciate line dancing. I do. Because it's representative of the culture. You guys are organized. So we must do everything in an organized fashion. I will move like this, and you will move like this. I will do this, and you will do that as well. You go step out of line, there's a hip-hop club down the road. Because a hip-hop club, that's reflective of their culture, isn't it? Have you been in it? It's a kids. They're doing whatever. To whoever, however, whatever. That's reflective of the culture. So don't be surprised. When somebody's pants is down to here, you don't expect them to dance like this, do you? I recently went to a dance club. It was great, sort of. The problem with dance clubs, it's a meat market. That's a big problem. But the cool thing about dance clubs is it's a meat market. So I go. This was in California. I go, right? The guys are dressed to the nines. They look good. The men I'm talking about, okay? They're hitting on the ladies. This is not cool. Just imagine cool, okay? Hitting on ladies. But around 1:30 a.m., they're all liquored up, hitting on ladies. They look like bears trying to swat salmon out of a river. You know what I mean? And this guy, this big guy, he bumps into me, you know. He's like, my bad. I looked at him. I said, I know I was there. Have you heard this term? Besides the girls. Have you guys heard this term? My bad. Your children and your grandchildren, they use this term. What's happening to our society? That's not an apology. That's just saying, I did it. And why are you telling me that for? I was there. I experienced it. Right? That is bad. Now, this guy that bumped into me, I don't know why that even happened, because he had a lazy eye. His eyeball was like, yeah. Even made that noise. Here's what I wanted to say when he bumped into me. My bad. Dude, you're looking right at me. And straight ahead at the same time. What's the problem? That's mean. Should I, yeah, that's mean, huh? I shouldn't talk about people with lazy eyes. But I will. I got this buddy. This dude is 40 years old. Not old, not young. 40, right? Eyeball. He told me, true story, he told me when he was 13 years old, went to the doctor gave him 3 exercises to do on paper. If he did the exercises over a 6-month period, eyeball, done. Dude is 40. Eyeball. So I'm thinking, it's not the eye that's lazy. Eyeball's probably pissed. Get me off this fool. This is a lazy man. I don't want to be on this man. His wife was always upset at him because she thought he was seeing somebody on the side. You guys laugh. I heard somebody go, oh. Oh, you going to tell him? He's the guy looking around corners. Funny. So you must be very proud of the dollar store. Congratulations. I passed by 5 of them on my way here. Guys, I was in Salem, Oregon last week, and I asked them, I said, do you have a dollar store? Some guy goes, 5. I go, you have $5 stores or you have one $5 store? He goes, I don't know. The dollar store is cool, easy math. Don't you love it? I'm an idiot. Besides, I'm broke. I told you that. I'm on week 2. I'm going to be at the dollar menu soon. But the point is, dollar store is cool. But you know what's cooler than the dollar store? The 99-cent store. Have you heard of this place? I didn't know you could drop a penny and create a whole new niche. I didn't know that was possible. You know, some dude thought he was really cool. He walked into the dollar store and went, I can do better than this. Gonna drop a penny off every item, attract a whole different clientele. I'm a genius. I go in the dollar store, I saw this surveillance camera. In the dollar store. I don't even think it was real. I think it was like a milk carton, an old milk carton with a paper towel tube on a stick, but it was there, you know. I asked the guy, the manager, I go, what is this about? Is that so people don't bring stuff in? Just, hey, get rid of that. Get out of here with that. This ain't the flea market. Get out of here with that. And you go in the dollar store, and they have a cash register. Dollar store. Why? Dollar store. Don't you only need a scanner? They grab the item. Shh, beep. 1. Shh, beep. Freaking 2. I don't know why he's pissed. It's minimum wage. Price check. Can I get price check? They have the dollar and or plus store. This is true. Dollar and or plus store. First time I heard that, I thought, isn't that Walmart? Seriously? Dollar and or plus. Guys, think about that. With that concept, you could sell anything. It would be like this. How much for that 50-inch high-def TV right there? Oh, that right there, that's just $1. Plus 799 more dollars. I could sell you like an expensive car that way too, you know? Like, how much for that BMW right there? Oh, that BMW, that's just $1. Plus 59,999 more dollars. Yeah, I'm the same guy that sold you the TV. No, I don't know why I'm working for BMW. I'm not a really good representation of their brand. And this bit's not working, so I'll just move on. Oh, okay. I'm a comedian, folks, doing charity shows. So I give blood to make ends meet. Platelets, more specifically. But I think when you give blood, it's an honorable thing, don't you? Because when you give blood, you're giving of yourself, your life juices. You're giving them all that you are. So I don't think it's cool when they embarrass you with all the questioning. You know the questioning. They ask me this. Has a woman ever paid you to have sex with her? I said, what are you talking about? I'm a man. This is free. They asked me this. Have you ever paid a woman to have sex with you? I said, does dinner and the movie count? Come on. Then they asked me this one. Has a man ever paid you to have sex with him? And I said, who have you been talking to? Was it Brad? That was one time. It was college. Stop it. Never very athletic growing up, guys, but I did go all state in wrestling because I mastered one move. Wrestling. You guys want to see it? Yeah, come on. You want to see it? You want to see it photo op style or you want to see it natural style? Photo op? No, we can't do it photo op style. Too many frames, you know what I'm saying? So here's what I would do. It was time for the match. I would get on the mat. I would square off at my opponent, look him straight in the eye and go, winner. Not even sweating. Winner. Until I went to San Francisco, I was like, what are you doing? That's weapons. Get out of here. Don't. Stop it. Before I leave, I got to tell you about my grandfather. I don't know why. Because he's going to ask, did you talk about me? Yeah, Gramps. Talked about you. He's really cool, my grandpa. I asked him this question. I go, Grandpa, why are old people so religious? You always see them reading the Bible. They're so religious, aren't they? He goes, old people aren't religious. They're just reading the Bible because they're cramming for finals. Very proud about his age. Old guy, 90s. I go, Grandpa, Y2K, that's scary, huh? Back when it was happening, Y2K. He goes, screw that. I remember Y1K. Come on. He doesn't actually do this. I saw this on Mayberry or something. He's prolific. He was a drinker, but he's prolific too. He invented his own drink, you know. It has Viagra and prune juice. It's called the Come and Go. Too much? Too much? Let's close with this then. Hawaiian people eat a lot of Spam. Have you heard of this product? Of course you have. You know Sparks? You eat Spam. Spam, okay? Hawaii consumes 50% of all the Spam produced in the country. True story, 50%. That's a lot of Spam. That's almost half, I think. But 50%, okay? And the reason why is because Hawaii doesn't have many of its own resources. So we eat Spam because that's what you guys send us. Thanks a lot. You know, Spam is made of the stuff that hot dog companies get rid of, right? Hot dog companies. They're chopping up the hot dog, whatever they're doing. Just pretend this is how they prepare hot dog. Whatever falls on the ground, what do we do with this? Oh, give it to Spam. Done. I was raised on Spam. I hate the stuff, but I was raised on Spam. I told myself when I'm old enough, got my own money, I'm not buying Spam. But to this day, I still eat Spam. But now I eat it just so I can accumulate the Spam points for the awesome Spam merchandise. What? Yes. I got the Spam baseball cap, the mug, the T-shirt. I almost wore the T-shirt tonight, but I didn't want you guys to be jealous. I almost have enough for the Spam boxer shorts. He goes, gross. I don't know. I'll let you know because I haven't gotten them yet. But I heard they're pretty awesome, you know? The only problem is you got to take them off like this. I am out of here. Have a good night, guys.
All right, Adam Stone. Okay, we have our headliner comic. Let's see, what has he said about himself here? Played in clubs and colleges all over the country. On PBS, Sherlock Holmes, The Obese Years. Only good looking on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, John Agar.
Now, keep the car running. I'm not going to be long. Keep it running. Get the keys in the car.
Do you need this, John?
How you doing? How y'all doing? Good? That was loud, wasn't it? Yeah, how y'all doing? I don't care. No, I mean, you're probably very nice people, but I really don't care. You know, it's like when you're walking past somebody in the mall and you say, how you doing? You don't expect them to tell you about your goiter operation, do you? You know? No, it's just fine, move on. You're not my family. I don't want to know how you are. Just say, I'm fine, move on. How y'all doing? Good. Should have said fine. I don't understand you people. So anyway, we're here for the Crisis Call Center. I know they have the same problem as 911 because they have about 15 or 16, you know, teenage girls calling up. My boyfriend won't talk to me. That's not a crisis. You get off the phone. We don't need you here. I had a charity call me up. They said, we would like to take some of your clothing for people who are starving around the world. I said, if people can use my clothing, they're not starving. I've been hurt way too much. I like to go to the dentist. How many people love going to the dentist? I love going to the dentist. The reason I go to the dentist and I love it is because he doesn't ask me about my weight. I got a root canal. He was drilling for oil. He numbed everything. I couldn't get out of the seat because my butt was numb. I mean, this guy, I don't know where he was going. Oh, yeah, terrible. Terrible. I don't know what came out of that tooth, but it was horrible for me. I've had a rough year. I really have. I got a knee replacement. And has anybody had that in here? It's an older crowd, so probably somebody's had a hip or a knee replacement somewhere in here. No? You're not on the ships, huh? But I had a knee replacement, and I don't know what happened, but it cost $72,000 for this knee replacement. I've seen the parts in Lowe's. It's $49.95. Where is the rest of this stuff coming from? What is he charging me for? You know, I'm laying there in the bed, and you love hospital beds. First of all, nobody can ever get better in a hospital. I don't know how. They don't do it. But they give you these beds that are made for you to slide down. So after the operation, he walks up and he says, "Do you want a trapeze?" Okay, but he better be pretty strong to hold me when we're flipping through the air. No, Mr. Agar, it's a trapeze. It's something to hold you up that you can pull up with. They wheel in this steel girder cage that you could lift a Mack truck engine out of the truck with it, and it's got a little triangle on it. So all I'm dressed is in a gown and underwear. And what it is, it's an exercise program. You grab hold of the trapeze, you pull yourself up, your underwear slides down. You're then at the top of the bed, you slide down with your underwear, you pull your underwear back up, you grab the trapeze, pull yourself back up again, you keep doing this all day long. It's an exercise program. And I'm a guy, I don't know about you, but I want to buy underwear that's like 150 pairs for $1. I don't have to wash it, I just throw it away. Right? No. I can't find underwear this big. Have you ever seen anybody on commercial look like me going, "Listen, just take the underwear and pull it over your belly and it'll stay real good"? No. Have you ever seen a mannequin in Macy's that looks like me? No. But I have to go to Casual Male Big and Tall. Anybody shop there? Casual Male Big and Tall. They had a sign up front that said giant suit sale. I went in and punched the clerk right in the mouth. You're Casual Male Big and Tall. What are you going to do? Sell midget suits? I go in there. $64 a pair. Who's making these things? Ahmed the tent maker? I don't need this kind of crap. Oh, well. How many people are afraid of flying? Clap your hands if you're afraid of flying. Nobody? Are you still with me? Did you all come on the same bus? I'm a little nervous because I'm not used to playing in front of crowds this big. So, I'm not afraid of flying. I'm afraid of the idiots that get you on the plane. They scare me to death. First of all, we're going into a place called a terminal. Does that scare the heck out of anybody else, or is it just me? And what's the first thing they ask you when you get up to the counter? Mr. Agar, do you have any bags you're not aware of? I don't know. That's why we're here, sir. Then they have the gall to ask me, did you pack your own bags? No, my butler, Ahmad Rahim, did. And disregard the 5 alarm clocks, you idiot. And I'm not going through the x-ray machine. First of all, I can't fit. And second of all, I want to get searched because I haven't been touched like that in years. In fact, me and him are having dinner tomorrow night. That's how good that was. I walk up and they patch it down, and the women are bad. The women are horrible. They go, got anything there? Not now. You scared it away. I'm going to have to go searching for it. Then the guy says to me, he says, you have to take off your shoes. Why? Might have a bomb in them. I won't be able to reach it to turn it on. You still have to take off your shoes. You have anybody to help me put them back on? No. So I'm walking in the plane barefoot. There's a little old lady standing next to the aisle, and she says, would you like to sit next to the window? I said, why? She says, I don't want the wind to mess up my hair. No thanks. Can I have another plane, please? And I like to sit in the exit row because the exit row is made for bigger people. You know, but there's rules in the exit row. First of all, you must be 14 years of age or older, and in case of an emergency, you must be ready, willing, and able to unlock the door, open it up, take it off the hinges, set it to the side, and help people through. Bull crap. I'm hitting the door like Mean Joe Green. Follow me! And if you're second in line, you're going to have a heck of a soft landing right here. What do they tell you about the seat cushions? Flotation devices. I fly between Reno, Nevada, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There ain't a whole heck of a lot of water in there. I do not want a seat cushion that is a flotation device. I want a seat cushion that's going to bounce my fat butt safely out of a Kansas cornfield. That's a seat cushion. Now, through all this excitement, I've got to go to the bathroom. Have you ever been in an airplane bathroom? They're not made for midgets. I've got to drop my pants and raise my arms just to get in. And then I find out I'm facing the wrong direction. Now I got to shuffle out, spin around, and shuffle back in. I tried turning around inside once. All I got was a ee, and I was stuck. Felt something warm running down my leg. Apparently my butt was pressing on the lotion button. And nobody said to me, don't sit on the toilet, create a seal, and flush. Nobody said that stuff. I buckled the fuselage right there. Now, I don't know about you, but I take a lot of hops. I always take a hop from Salt Lake City to Reno. Now, I hate hops because a hop is nothing more than a 1/4 inch of aluminum between you and God. And every time I walk up to the counter, what's the first question they ask? How much do you weigh? Why do you want to know? We want to know how much fuel to put on the plane. Fill it up! We're going over the Rockies, you moron! Fill it up! I weigh 3,000 pounds! Fill it up! Nobody told me don't go on a plane trip after a knee surgery. So I got blood clots. Anybody had these things? They made me wear compression socks. And then the doctor says, no, 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 Mr. Agar. No, you have to wear compression stockings. They come all the way up to here. So as the guy is helping me put on my compression stockings, all I can think of is, will I be able to find pumps that go with these stockings? And I wanted to ask him to dinner. I didn't know what to do. They gave me a walker. Now, I'm a big man. I know that. The reason I know it is because I was walking out of Lowe's the other day, and a little boy is with his father. He's about 5 years old. And he says, Daddy, why is that guy so fat? And the father says, son, people are different. Don't say anything. That's rude. Kid says, but Daddy, why is he so fat? I just want to know. So after 5 times of this, I finally turn around. Father's mortified. He says, I'm sorry. I said, no problem. He's 5 years old. He just wants to know the answer. I said, I'm fat because I ate too much and I didn't work out. And that's fine. Then I went to a laundromat. And a 7-year-old little SOB comes up and he says, Mister, you're really fat. Why? So I told him. I said, because I eat children. Let his parents take him to therapy. Mine did. So I know I'm big. But they have a walker that they give me that has right on there, load tested 700 pounds. What do you think I'm going to do with this thing? Right? See, they even like it. And it's got all of these reflective stripes all around it. It's so big that if I walk with it into the middle of the road and park it there, 4 guys from AT&T are going to come up. I guarantee it. And I like to walk. When I was walking with the walker, I would walk around the marina. But it would get me very upset because the little old ladies would walk past me and beat me, so I'd kick them into the water. I don't care. They're not my people. I don't care. So, y'all still with me? Okay. My only 2 friends. And I paid them. So, I had that. I had a colonoscopy. Now, I know it's supposed to be a clean show, but there's no way you can do colonoscopy jokes clean. But I'll be as clean as I can. The doctor says, you're too big, Mr. Agar. We're just going to give you a local anesthetic. And I'm laying on my side, and there's a big screen TV. And I am totally whacked. I'm on Percocet. They've got me on Dilaudid. I'm all over the place. And I'm looking at the TV screen, and there's a sci-fi picture going on, because I'm going through a wormhole. I can tell that. And the doctor says, this will feel a little pressure, and he blows me up with air. If anybody's had this experience, when I walked out of that place, I farted the whole way out. I must have killed 14 or 15 people. Ay, ay, ay. So how many people are all for the draft? Clap your hands if you're for the draft. No, not the NFL draft. The regular one. I don't want the 18 to 20-year-old draft anymore for the military. Because those guys and girls have a lot to live for. I think basically they should have a draft that's 55-year-old men who are balding, fat, have no girlfriend, and are pissed at the world. Draft me. Give me a six-pack and a Polaris missile, something's going to die. My sister's gay. She's been married to her wife for 7 years now, which means I think her wife's gay too. Sure. And I have another solution to the Afghanistan problem. Tell all the lesbians in the country that they're picking on women and dogs. They'll be over there in a heartbeat, you know what I mean? I'll go over, I'll take my girlfriend. Hey, come on, we're going to a sandy beach. We'll have some fun. So, I was a cop for a while. I wasn't a great cop. I was a good cop. I never lost a foot race. I used my car. Yeah, it was rough on stairs, but I don't care. Not my car. I shot expert. I shot non-expert. I shot the UPS man. I shot the newspaper boy. I didn't mean to. Things happen, you know. Biggest thing I ever did was I stopped 4 guys from stealing a Little Debbie's Cakes truck. I recovered the truck and almost half the cakes. I was holding out for a milk truck. But cops are, I mean, how many of you people out there are as dumb as me? You slow down when you see the speedometer cart. How many slow down for that? Yeah, see, I do too. What do I think is going to happen? A midget cop in a 3-wheeler is going to come out from behind that day? There's nobody out there. And I hate cops. I mean, I was a cop for quite a while, but I hate cops now. I know how to get you out of a DUI. If you're drinking tonight, you know how to get out of a DUI? When the cop pulls you over, poop your pants. Oh yeah, when you roll down that window and he walks up, he smells what's going on, he ain't getting you out of a new car. Want me to get out, officer? No, keep moving, sir. I'll get out. No, get along. Get out. I don't need you here. And cops are so young. They're so young now, it's horrible. I mean, this one guy pulled me over, gave me a ticket, got back up into his booster seat and drove off. He said he could have a gun because his mom was along on a drive-along. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, what else? I grew up crazy. My father was nuts. First 7 years of my life, I thought my name was While You're Up. While you're up, get me a beer. While you're up, mow the lawn. Heck, my brother thought he was a little stupid, so. It was bad. I mean, we would play softball in the middle of a horse pasture. And my dad, I told my dad, I said, Dad, I got to go to the bathroom. He says, go by the fence. It was electric. I still get excited at NV Energy trucks. He used to make us run out in foggy nights and say, run between the headlights and see if they're cars or motorcycles. Sometimes they were cars. Yeah, he was. I said, Dad, can we go to the zoo? He says, if the zoo wants you, they'll come get you. He was mean. Oh, man. I'm getting older. I hate getting older. My hair is going away on top of my head. But my ear hair, eyebrow hair, and nose hair is going crazy. I'm sitting at the computer the other day and I see a shadow. It's like, what is that? I go to the bathroom. I had an eyebrow hair grow 14 feet in 3.5 seconds. I wrap my finger around because I'm going to pull it out. I'm not going to cut this thing. I'm going to pull it out. Wrap my finger around and pow, kick myself right in the butt because apparently all my hair is connected. Yeah, getting older, it's a horrible thing. I'm 55, I'm balding. Somebody told me, I know women have this secret. Did you know that if you put Tux pads on your eyes, it will get rid of the bags? Ladies, did you know this? Yeah, I never knew it. Nobody ever told me. So I put Tux pads on my eyes, now I have a crappy outlook on life. Oh, come on, you got to go with that one. You guys still alive? Eh? Honey, start the car. Get the kids in. Oh, man, it is hot. I love the weather in Reno. I love being here because wait 5 minutes, it'll change. I have friends back east, and you know all the wildfires we've had. One called me up after the one down in Carson. She says, I heard there was a wildfire near you. Are you okay? I answered the phone, didn't I? Was it a bad fire? No, it was a great fire. Burned everything in its path. That's what fires do. You're an idiot. You're a complete moron. You know? Well, we heard you were near Vegas. We're 8 hours away from Vegas. Get away from me. Well, how about the Strip? There is no Strip in Reno. It's a blip. There's no Strip. Never has been a Strip in Reno. By the way, ma'am, I have to sweat, otherwise I'll explode, just so you know. Okay. If you look closely, the United States of America will form on my chest. Oh, that's funny to you. Okay. All right. Oh, my God. Oh, what do I talk about next? So, after being a cop for so long, I don't know, anybody in here ever drag race in Reno or wherever you grew up? Clap your hands if you've drag raced. Have you? Have you? What kind of car did you have? 72 Chevy pickup. Did you have weight in the back? Thank God. What else? Who else drag raced? What kind of car did you have? What'd you have? Firebird. Okay, what'd you have? 69 Cougar. That's great. I had a 67. So what kind of car do you drive? Lexus. That figures. Lexus people are wonderful. They all drive very slow because they love a parade behind them of people who are poor. So I'm just kidding. But when you're a real cop, you don't like to chase high-speed pursuits. You don't like to do that because it scares you. Because no sooner do you get out on the road, some moron in a Lexus will pull right out in front of you. I'm sorry. And you'll have to lock them up. So I'm a cop. I have a cop car. It's daylight. It's about 11:30 in the morning. The cop car is clearly marked. I'm sitting in an old gas station, and there is a red light right in front of me, about 100 yards away, 100 feet away, okay? Red light, 2 lanes going north, 2 lanes coming south. I'm sitting there doing paperwork so people can see me, so that nobody breaks the law, because I don't want to do anything the rest of the day. I'm lazy. I'm sitting there, up pulls a 1967 Chevy Super Sport, Malibu. Candy apple red. Right next to it is a 67 Chevy Nova, bright yellow. They start gunning the engine and looking at each other. Now I'm doing paperwork, and I keep looking up and going, hello, police officer, hello, I'm right here. They're looking at each other. Everybody starts piling up behind them, right? And they're all playing a tennis match. They look at the car in front of them, they look at me. Car in front of them, look at me. These 2 idiots are gunning the engines, looking at each other. The light turns green. Boom, they're off. Drag racing. Everybody else stopped. And they're all looking at me. You gonna go? Officer, you gonna go? I don't want to go. But now they're all being courteous. Now I have to go. So I come out on the road and I head up the road. Now I'm doing about 95 to catch these guys. Now if you know anything about police sirens, you overrun your siren at 55 miles an hour. Nobody hears you until you're right on top of them. Now let me ask you something. When a cop gets right behind you and you hear the siren right then, what's the first thing you do? Hit the brakes. Now I'm going sideways up the highway at 90 miles an hour, hoping I'm not going to die. All of a sudden, both of them pull over into Hershey Lamp Company. Both of them. Now I'm mad. I go up to the first guy, and I said it as nicely as I could. I said, license, insurance, and registration, please. He didn't understand me because it came out, give me your papers or I'll kill you right here. I had to pay for the suit of the guy walking out of Hershey Lamp Company because he also stopped and dropped. I got the other paperwork. I came back to my car. I checked them both out. I walked back up to them, and they say, I go to them, I said, you guys are really in trouble. And they said, yeah, we know. We were drag racing. We shouldn't have been. I said, no, you're idiots. You both pulled over. What do you think, I'm Batman? I'm going to be able to split the car in two? One of you couldn't make a left, you idiots. You gave drag racers a bad name. You're morons. I'm giving you tickets for morons. Oh. Meadowood Mall. Anybody familiar with this wonderful establishment? On McCarran, where Meadowood Mall Way comes out, invariably the light goes out. So they have a flashing red light. Now, you're supposed to stop and wait for the person to the right of you and then go after that. I did that one night, October of 2011. A lady, a Russian lady, with two Russian guys in her limousine, ran the light, hit my Jeep, and rolled me. Now, I'm wearing my seatbelt, and I'm driving along. I'm through the intersection almost, and I get hit, and I start to roll. I spin, and then I roll, and I keep rolling. And I end up on the passenger side, hanging. And I figure I'm dead. Because on the radio, there's rap. And I don't listen to rap. So I figured I died. And I'm sitting there going, this isn't cool. Something went wrong here. And the guy says, you got to get out of there because your car rolled. No crap, Sherlock. So I released the belt buckle. Gravity works. Now I'm lying on the passenger side on the ground. And his car has rolled so much that every door is jammed. I can't get out. The only opening there is the sunroof. And it's this wide. So I'm not getting out. A guy walks up and he says, you got to get out of the car. Why? You just rolled. I know that, idiot. There's gasoline everywhere. Zip, I'm right out of the car. I was like a rat. I figured it out. You know, shaved off about 14 inches. So I'm bouncing around, you know, because if anybody's been in an accident, you start bouncing around. Oh, my God, oh, my God. I got all the adrenaline going, right? And the guys from REMSA come up. Anybody from REMSA here? I'm paying $1,000 a ride for geniuses. Guy comes up, he says, you have to sit down, Mr. Agar. I said, why? He says, we want to take your blood pressure. I said, all right. I sit down, I'm going like this. He says, we got to get you to the hospital. I said, why? He says, your blood pressure is 296 over 198. I said, really? Do you think maybe it's because I just rolled my Jeep? Sorry, Mr. Agar. Sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Agar. Give me a few minutes. I'll calm down. Reno's finest are there. Yeah, oh, geez. First of all, I tried to make things lighten them up. You know where the sign is right there? The weight loss program on McCarran at Meadowood Mall? That's where I rolled. So the three cops are talking, and I said, which one of you guys set that up to piss me off? No laughter. First one walks over, he says, Mr. Agar, were you drinking this evening? No. Okay. 10 minutes later, nobody's talked to me. They're all talking to the Russian chick. I don't understand it because she can't speak English. 10 minutes later, they walk back up. One of the other guys. Mr. Agar, have you been drinking? No. I've not been drinking. About 5 minutes later, the sergeant walks up. Mr. Agar, yeah? Have you been drinking? Yes. Everybody turns their head toward me. And I said, I'm really pissed. I ruined a $1.69 iced tea for McDonald's. You're an idiot. Oh, I guess I'll scratch that one off. All right, this one sucks. There you go. So anyway, what else is going on? How many people made it through Hurricane Sandy? Anybody on the East Coast for Hurricane Sandy? No, I was. I got out of there. I had to fly like 5 different places to get out of Hurricane Sandy, but I couldn't get out of them all. And I finally made it, and I'm crossing the country coming to Reno. Because somebody told me that. They said, my sister goes, you know what? It's Hurricane Sandy. Just stay here. You can stay with family. And all I could think of was Hurricane Sandy by itself, no electric, bad. Hurricane was Sandy with no electric and family, I'll kill somebody. Don't you think? All right. Ouch. Good. Give it up for that. That was a good one. How much time do I got left with the funny? So, I don't know if you know it by looking at me, but I raise bees for a living. Yeah, I do. But I had a problem last year. My bees wouldn't give honey. I didn't know what to do. They wouldn't work. They wouldn't do anything. I called up my buddy in Mexico. I said, my bees won't give honey. He says, well, I can send you some Mexican bees. I said, please do. Send me 1,000 Mexican bees. And he did in a van. But millions more followed over the river and under bridges, behind other vans. I got thousands and thousands, hundreds, millions of bees from Mexico. And still my bees wouldn't work, but they complained. So my bees wouldn't do any work. They wouldn't give me honey. And the Mexican bees went away because they were all hired by the Jewish bees next door as carpenter bees. So I didn't know what to do. So I said, well, look, I'll go get some Utah Mormon bees. Well, I killed most of them because it was 1 worker to every 7 queens. And they didn't know what to do, and still my bees wouldn't give any more honey. So I said, well, I'll get some African bees because they want to get, they want to have a little bit of chance over here. So I got the African bees. But they made it with all my fat bees and made African American bees. And they were so weighted down with bling, they couldn't even stop at the flower. They just drove through and dragged things through it. So what do I do now? I went after Japanese bees. But nobody could tell the queen was because all of them look alike. So I said, okay, I'll get some California bees. But everybody wanted to be the queen, so I couldn't use the California bees. I finally figured it out. I got Irish bees. But my bees still won't make honey because the Irish bees go to the same flower every night and fall off drunk. And that's my bee story. Thank you so much. There is one place out there that's the largest place in the world. What is it? Do you know? Nowhere. Nowhere is the largest place in the world. Because everywhere, somewhere, there's a nowhere. Every time you have an accident, what happens? She came out of nowhere, officer. Tractor trailer came out of nowhere. Tornadoes came out of nowhere. Everything comes out of nowhere. My father told me when I was 16 years old, you're going nowhere, son. I haven't found it yet. There's no border, there's no nothing. One time I got really lost. I told Dad, I said, Dad, I'm lost. He says, you're in the middle of nowhere. I said, I didn't know. And that's where I'm going, people, tonight. I'm going nowhere. My name is John Agar. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great evening.
Thank you, John. Give it up one more time. John Agar. All right, Jenna has like 2 more words to say to you tonight. And again, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. And let's give it up for Jenna Holdridge.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say a few thank yous. First of all, to my mom for setting this all up. My mom and my dad, they're awesome. None of this would have happened without them. Thank you for my sisters for coming. Alyssa Inskip, Nisaya Mancini. Bo is in the back, and Chelsea and my Halo is in the back. They sold you tickets. And I just wanted to remind you that there are envelopes on the table for donations for the Crisis Call Center. And in change for your donations, there's an autographed picture of me, Miss Reno's Outstanding Teen. So thank you for all of your donations. Please make one because together we can save a life. And I know that if my brother was here, he would take back his choice. Thank you.
Drive safe, everybody, and drink safe.